Germany, Russia, Britain, and France all secretly developed super-heavy supercharges, but only French manufactured successfully and put into service after World War I. During World War I, the great powers assumed that the power of the tank was in size. That prompted countries such as Germany, Britain, France and the Russian Empire to secretly develop a series of heavy tank super projects, according to war history. K-Wagen. In 1917, the German Empire began production of the A7V, the first tank in its history. Despite its many problems, its potential prompts the country to pursue innovative designs, hoping to turn the battlefield. The result was the birth of the K-Wagen tank. This is the work of Joseph Vollmer, the German tank designer pioneer. Only one of the two K-Wagen prototypes was completed after the war ended. However, they were all destroyed under the Treaty of Versailles, which banned the German production and possession of military tanks. At that time, K-Wagen was a scary machine with 4 77mm caliber guns and 7 machine guns. The vehicle has a mass of 120 tons and a crew of 27. Despite heavy firepower, the armor of the vehicle was very thin with a thickness of 30mm, comparable to the light tanks of World War II. Mendeleev-Rybinsk. The design of the Mendeleev-Rybinsk tank of the Russian Empire was born around 1915. It was named after the designer Vasily Mendeleev and the town of Rybinsk, where Mendeleev drew his first sketch of the car. This war was expected to change the war in the Eastern Front during World War I, but only existed on paper and was not built. According to the design, Mendeleev-Rybinsk had a 127mm caliber gun mounted in a 173-ton railcar and a crew of 8. The car is fitted with multiple steel plates, providing better protection than the German K-Wagen. Mendeleev-Rybinsk uses a high-powered gasoline engine and advanced compressed air suspension system. The project did not receive much support, prompting Mendeleev to find ways to make his own prototype. However, the designer's determination is still not enough, causing the tank Mendeleev-Rybinsk to stop at the design level. Char-2C. The French-built Char-2C was the only supercharged on this list to be staffed, also the largest tank ever operated. The Char-2C was developed in 1916, shortly after Britain launched the Mark I tanks, due to France's desire to develop tanks superior to Britain. The full version of the Char-2C was longer than 10 meters, weighed 69 tons, armed with a 75mm gun and 4 8mm 8mm hot small shells positioned front, side and rear. After World War I, the Char-2C gradually lost ground, overwhelmed by new compact models and more powerful. In the 1930s, this vehicle was no different from a paper tiger because of its low backward speed, which made it easier to fake bombs and anti-tank guns. Char-2C was considered one of the main causes for France's rapid defeat to Germany in 1940. Flying Elephant. The main British Mark I tank in World War I was rated vulnerable to artillery fire. This prompted designer William Tritton to create a prototype that could withstand artillery shells. Tritton's 1916 design is called the Flying Elephant, weighing 100 tons, with a 76mm front armor and a 50mm thick armor. It can withstand a 57mm straight shot. The first prototype was built in 1916 but was not finalized due to limited mobility. World War I powers secretly developed super-heavy superpower, but only France succeeded with increasing the Char-2C. However, their enormous size quickly became obsolete in the era of bombers and large anti-tank guns, said military expert Nikola Budanovic.
Created using Powtoon.